Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Be Brilliant broadcast. Bretta here. So glad you could join me. And as you jump on the broadcast, be sure and say your name and where you are jumping on from. And if you are new, I would love to know that. I am coming here live from my living room in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and super excited to share some info with you. And hello, Hillary, great to have you on. Dan, great to have you on. Woohoo! Hillary from Denver. Jen, awesome. And just wanted to share a little bit with you because I think there's a lot of myths that are around network marketing as a profession. Hey Sean, hey Amy, as you jump on, be sure and let me know what city and state you're jumping on from. Love to see you folks from around the country and sometimes around the world. Say hi. So that there's a lot of myths surrounding network marketing. So just to give you a little background, I have done it all. So I went to school for engineering, civil environmental engineering. I worked really hard on my degree and I spent a lot of money on it and doing that degree. And then I worked in engineering for 9 years. I've had my own engineering consulting firm. My husband and I owned a traditional business here in Coeur d'Alene. Hey there, as you join on, be sure and, say what city and state you're jumping on from. I would love to give you a shout out. I saw Wyoming and Denver. Oh my goodness, we have Macedonia. Woohoo! And so we owned a traditional business. We owned a hotel here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for 11 years. Great business, a lot of work. And as well, I've been in network marketing for 15 years and really think kind of found the secret sauce. So, hey Christy, as you jump on, be sure and let me know what city and state. So, I've done a little bit of everything and my family has been entrepreneurs, my husband's family, entrepreneurs. They do a lot with real estate investing. So, my background runs the gamut. And so, but where I think a lot of these myths and, different things come from about our industry is that, 95% of people who get started in network marketing are untrained business people. So that's good and bad because there's, anyone can do it. That's what makes our industry so great. And one of the things that I love is that you can walk away with an education in our industry. So no matter what you go on to do, you can walk away with a wonderful education in business, in sales that can take you for the rest of your life. So let me get a 1 in the comments if you all have heard, the myth that pyramid structures are bad, or what about that pyramid thing? And first of all, I would like to point out, this is the engineer in me, that it's actually a triangle. It's not really a pyramid. I don't know, just one of my things. So, but pyramids are not necessarily bad. If you think about a traditional business or the government, they all have a triangle structure. When we owned the hotel, 2 owners, we had, a manager. So my husband and I owned it. We had a couple of managers. We have some employees. Then you have housekeepers. Same for any business. Like there's only the 1 person at the top or 2 maybe at the top of that business. And you're going to have, CEO, you're going to have all the CFOs, you're going to have the top management, middle management, lower management, all the employees. And, down at the bottom are all the entry-level people. So there's tons of, pyramid structures or triangles out there. They're not necessarily a bad thing. And I think that that's just one of the biggest myths about network marketing. And that, truth be told, when you start in network marketing, you get to start out as the CEO of your own business. So how many of you heard, drop a 2 in the comments if you just get good grades, go to school, get a great degree, and you can work your way from the bottom of the company to the top of CEO? How many of you drop a 2 if you heard that? I heard that, and then as soon as I got into corporate America, I realized that probably wasn't happening, because all of the jobs were at the bottom. There was only one CEO, and your only hope is that they get fired, die or retire, which are great things to think about your coworkers. So, that's the first big myth that I think. And myth number 2 is that you have to use friends and family to get ahead. Now, I was very careful with my words about use, because frankly, using anyone is a bad thing, and it doesn't matter, what business you're in. Hey, Becca, and all of you guys who are jumping on, I would love to know what city and state that you are jumping on from. So, that we have to use people in order to grow a business. Lame. One of the amazing things is that I have discovered a company and a part of network marketing called social retail, where you don't have to harass or use, no using whatsoever anyway, any friends and family. But the reality is, let's just say you are starting out with a new business. You started a pizza shop. You started the shop, you have to rent the space, you need the equipment, you have to renovate, you have to get the food, you have to hire employees, and then you get to your grand opening day, and guess what? You're out of money for advertising. What are you gonna do? You're going to call up all of your good friends and family and say, hey, come check it out. If you like our pizza, tell somebody about it. It's the same philosophy here, that in network marketing, if you like what we have, or if there's something that we're offering that is a good fit for you, then by all means use it. If it's not, by all means don't. No biggie. So that's another thing. Myth number 3 is that people are just in it for themselves. And this is just, a total also misunderstanding. Hey, Joel. And if you guys have any questions about network marketing, want to add something, write it in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So, drop a 3 if that you've ever felt like, that people are just in it for themselves. Well, but what's the deal? You go to McDonald's and they give you a burger, what are they trying to do? They're trying to make money. They're providing some sort of service or some sort of product in exchange for money. It's the same thing with network marketing. You just cut out the middleman for a lot of these different, when you have network marketing, it just goes straight from the warehouse to the person. You just cut out the middleman of, having to order it and having it go to a shop, to a, warehouse and then be shipped out. It just is a more direct route that it's coming to you. And so I want you to, if you know that things are changing in, this retail world that we have, drop a 3 in the comments. That things are changing, like Amazon is becoming more popular. Quite frankly, I can't wait till a drone comes to drop off groceries at my house, because I hate grocery shopping. I'm just gonna tell you, even though I'm not a super big fan of that word. But so if you realize that things are changing, hey Jerry, hey Anissa, as you're coming on, be sure and let us know what city and state you're jumping on from. So when you go out to buy, shop and buy anything, what is the business trying to do? They're trying to make money. They're providing a service or a product for you in exchange for that money. It's something that makes our life better, hopefully. And so if someone came to you with a particular product or service that was making your life better, would that be a problem? No. So the problem is, that untrained salesperson that, doesn't know the right way to approach you, that maybe it just comes across the wrong way. A lot of times they mean well, but it's just the training isn't there yet. So there's kind of, a recurring theme that the problem really isn't the industry, it's how some of these people are trained or how it's presented. So that was number 3, that people are just in it for themselves. They're really not. And the truth be told, that the only way to get ahead in this whole gig is if you help other people. I can't be successful unless I'm helping other people with my products and services, or I'm helping other, social marketers earn money and create an online business for themselves. And I tell you, I went to this tech conference, the, Think Big Festival this last weekend for my birthday, and it was just really amazing. I mean, there are a lot of jobs that are going away, and quite frankly, I feel like the network marketing is the answer to a lot of it, because you can start your own business, small point of entry, you can do it from your home, and now through the power of social media and everything that we have to have at our disposal, it's changing the face of the industry. You can have this attraction marketing, do it in an authentic way when you fall in love with it and share it with people. So I, have kind of found some of the secret sauce with, what I'm doing with social marketing. And the other myth, so myth number 4 is market saturation. So that this concerns people that, oh my gosh, we're totally saturated. Well, very simply, if that were true, then, why hasn't it happened yet? Because, hundreds of companies have been around for 80 years. Most of the companies do billions of dollars every year and millions of reps, and probably most of you are not one of them. So, hey Lisa, hey Mike, as you jump on, be sure and say your name and where you're jumping, let me know the city and state. I can read your name. The city and state that you're coming in from. So, so say something that somebody wants to get in on the ground floor of something. Well, and it's not saturated. Sometimes that's the worst time to get into business. I mean, on the one hand, it's good to be on the ground floor, but on the other hand, it doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're an entrepreneur, 90% of all businesses fail in the first year. Doesn't matter what kind of business. So, getting in on the ground floor isn't necessarily a great thing if you have things that are established. And, remember, with this social retail model, you can be in business and make an amazing living without ever recruiting one single person. Hey, got you, Hayden, so Dan from Hayden, welcome. And like I said, things are really changing. Things are changing the way that we do business, with companies like Uber and Netflix that we're changing the way that we think about things. And I know Zillow, there's huge controversy over that. I mean, I don't even know how that works for the real estate market, but things are changing, and this market saturation is definitely something that you don't have to worry about. So, myth number 5 for people is that people, it's only people at the top that ever make money. Well, but the thing is, if you're going to be the top in, of anything, that the reality is that 90% of the people who join or do a business don't make money anyway. So this is true across the board. So how many of you, drop a 4 if you have ever heard this myth, as far as that it's only the people at the top that make money in network marketing? Well, quite frankly, I was in corporate America, and most of the time it was only the people at the top that were making money. And for those of you who keep track of corporate America, the amount of salaries that the CEOs are making in US companies compared to employees from, let's say, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago is crazy. The discrepancy between those two things. So it used to be that CEOs really didn't, make that much more times, the average employee. So go check it out, like do your research and realize that there are a lot of things in corporate America that are not working, and I lived those, firsthand. So, it's learning a skill. So the thing is that you can make money in the industry, but you have to take the time to learn the skills and listen to the people, your leaders that are telling you, what are the best ways within your particular company, and to follow the leader, to do what they do, and you'll get what they've got. The same is true if you think about the gym. Okay, so January 1st, like everybody and their mother is going to the gym and their whole goal is to get in shape. And you know from some of my posts, I've been going through this incredible weight loss journey and getting healthy, and that it's consistent daily effort. And it's the same thing in this business. So again, January 1st, everyone's at the gym. Everyone wants to get in shape. 1 month later, how many people are still there? Let's say 100 people start at the beginning of January. Probably, you know, and when you look around at the gym, like how many of those people are actually super, super fit? So drop a 5 if you belong to the gym and you know what I'm talking about. But really, there's only a handful of people at the gym, and those people are the ones that are consistent, that stay with it, and they do the daily things that need to be done. And it's the same with this business. It's the same, you know, whether you're going to get in shape, and it's not necessarily like 100% of the time, but most of the time you're doing what needs to be done. And I know another analogy as far as martial arts, like I studied martial arts in Denver, Colorado, and I was able to get my black belt, which was amazing. They don't have it here, the Chinese Shaolin Center. Those of you who are in Denver, absolutely amazing organization. So learned a ton. But what does it take to be a black belt? Well, it's the consistent effort. It took me about 5 years to do that. And it's the same, you know, like what are you willing to do in your life and your business and in network marketing that you consistently see the results? And one of my favorite people on the planet, Mr. Richard Brooke, who's here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. He has a great book about the 4-year career and being consistent. There's some other great books out there, you know, The Slight Edge and Go Pro. So anyhow, just awesome books for you. And, you know, that anyone can do the business if they set their mind to it and do those daily consistent actions. So just, you know, those are the top 5 myths that I, you know, wanted to point out to all of you in network marketing. And just, hey, Molly, great to have you on. And to realize, you know, again, that 90% of all businesses fail. So how many of you, drop a 5, have ever been in any kind of business and failed at it? So drop a 5 if you have ever been in some kind of business. Oops, sorry. I was trying to messing up my thing here. And it's hard. It's hard to be successful, and you have to have that determination. But I do believe that network marketing is a better way because you have this low point of entry, you have training, you have this education that you can walk away from. So, hey, Molly, lots of 5s there. And I've tried, you know, lots of different things, and maybe some of them haven't been so successful. So I commend you for picking yourself up and trying again, because I know, lady, that you are very successful in this company that you're working with. Super amazing lady. And I'll tell you a story, you know, one of my good friends who was in network marketing for 2 years, and again, having that education that you walk away with is incredible. And that education you can take with you no matter where you go. It's going to teach you to be a very successful entrepreneur. It's going to teach you the daily disciplines that you can take with you for the rest of your life. And one of my very good friends, you know, did it. I don't know what she's going to do in the future, but I know it gave her the tools to go out and pursue her dreams and buy a business that has been on her bucket list. And I know that the education that she learned in this industry is going to carry her in her new business venture. So, and you know, kind of wrapping up, that it's super easy to be a critic and sit back and pick faults at people and business and to tell you the reasons why it won't work. So drop a 6 if you have ever had that. I mean, I have had many people tell me in my life, whether it's for business or a sport or something else, that, hey, whatever you're doing isn't gonna work. So drop a 6 if you've ever had anyone tell you, like, you're gonna fail, it's not gonna work. But that is the much easier position, I think, than encouraging people and telling them to go for it and, choosing not to follow the crowd, to follow their dreams, to go after what they want in the world. So and realize that network marketing it's not a hobby. It is a business. And, and Molly, you're the best. The network marketing it's a serious business, and if you treat it like a hobby, a game, a deal, a scheme, then it's not going to work. But if you treat your business like a business, then you can make an awesome living. I feel like I've, found the secret sauce with this social retail model where you can have this attraction marketing, attract people to what you're doing, do it in a very authentic way, and, really find your true self. So, hey, Peter Kim, great to have you. So if you set clear goals, if you follow the leader and you do the training, you get better every day, you have those strong reasons for getting up in the morning and doing the thing that you are supposed to do, because consistency is king or queen. And I know that's probably the number one thing in 15 years that I've struggled with, is doing things consistently. And I would guess that most people, it's the same thing, whether it's for this business or any business. So, if you want any info about what I'm doing, you want any more info about the industry, I'm happy to share anything with you. I've been around for a long time, like I said, in the industry for 15 years, and I've had all sorts of different business experience. And I will tell you that I would pick, if I had to start all over again, I would pick this, over a traditional business, just because of how much of a pain it is. And certainly, government involvement, employees, maintenance, different kinds of things, that this is just such an easy entry business. So drop some info, drop the word info in the comments if you want some more info about what I'm up to, or shoot me a message on Messenger. And thank you guys so much for jumping on. And again, the Be Brilliant broadcast, I'm going to be going live at 1 o'clock on Mondays, and I'm home, and there's an ambulance. Luckily, they're not coming to my house, so that's always a good thing. But be doing the broadcast on Mondays and Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. That's for me, as well, having that consistency. And then also, on Fridays, I'm going to be doing interviews with all sorts of entrepreneurs, leaders, mentors that are just going to blow your socks off. So you are amazing. Go out and have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you all soon.